Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. Recently I did a video on how to regrow onions, and one of the most interesting questions that I've gotten was how far can you cut down on the onion stalk here before it would not grow back anymore? And the answer is I really don't know, and I usually leave it to around this size. But to answer the question, I thought I would just do an experiment. So today we're going to cut these into different sizes and see how far down we can cut before they're not gonna grow back anymore. So let's go ahead and cut this first one here. So we'll cut it pretty low there to around this much here, and then this one we'll cut a little higher, because we know that when it's this size, they will grow back. So then maybe we'll do this third one much lower, like right here. Okay, so we have 1, 2, and 3. So we'll go ahead and plant these in soil and see if they will grow back at all. Then we'll find out how far you can cut before they would not grow anymore. Alright guys, here we are in my garage, and this is where we're gonna grow the onions. So what I did here is I got a cup. We're gonna use the double cup method so that it's nice and clean in my tent. And I have labeled this with numbers 1, 2, and 3. So the number 1 would be the shortest one, and 2 would be the next, and then 3 would be the largest piece. So we're gonna fill this up with soil real quick. All right, there we are. To cut down the filming time, I went ahead and filled the soil up to this level here. I got some water and I thoroughly wet the soil in advance. So now we're going to plant the 3 pieces of onions. So I have, that's 1 right there, and that's 2, and this is 3. So let's find the numbers. So 1 is right here. Then we'll put the number 1 right in that spot. So it's slightly right above the soil, kind of flat down there. Okay, number 3 is here. So this is the biggest piece. Number 3 right here. And then 2 right here. So let's wet the soil. Okay. So let me show you again. That's 2. This is 1 and 3. Okay. So what we're gonna do now, since they're pretty small, and in my garage, it is around 59 or 58 degrees, so it's a little chilly. I'm gonna put this on top here to keep the moisture in, so the soil is thoroughly moistened. Then I'm just gonna put this on top. Okay, and then we're going to put this under my light in the garage, so let me show you. Okay, there is where it's gonna go. It's gonna sit here under my lights right here, and I have the full spectrum grow light right here from Hidden Harvest Company, and that one there is growing my lettuce, and then this one here is going to grow the onions. So we will be back once there's progress, and I will show you which one will grow and which one will not. Alright guys, it has been exactly 6 days and let's see what's going on here. We'll remove the plastic covering. Look at that. So within 6 days, all 3 pieces of the onions are growing just fine. The smallest piece, which is number 1 that we labeled, is actually growing right there. There's a small little leaf growing out of it. And then this number 2, which is the second piece, it's also growing. And then number 3, so all 3 are doing just fine. The smallest piece is growing the least, and then so on. So I guess the largest piece is growing the fastest. But we're gonna let this go, and we'll come back maybe in a week or so, and we'll check back on progress and see what's going on. Alright guys, welcome back. It has been exactly 15 days and I went out of town for a whole week, so I didn't have a chance to check on this. And now look at this, it's growing way long and it's actually reached the top, so it kind of shoot it sideways over there. So let's open this up and take a look. Look at that. So it kind of bent it here because it had no room to move. So that's pretty tall. All 3 of the cuttings grew just fine. The smallest one here, which is number 1, and then that's number 2, and that's number 3. So they actually all grew just fine. I guess it doesn't matter how small you cut it, as long as there's some left to allow the plant to come back. So here it is, 15 days. It's actually not bad. So try it out guys. This is a very nice method to have onions grow all over again, and you can actually cut it very low and it still would grow back. So I'm very amazed by that. So save your onions, don't throw it all away. Even the tiny roots like we did in number 1 will grow back. So 15 days, there it is. So I would say give it another 15 days and you have a bunch of good onions to use again. So I hope you guys liked the experiment, and if you have any questions or comments, please leave it below, and thank you so much for watching.